The overview on the stream of consciousness, or in theory a monologue. Stream of consciousness. Nobody cannot stop the flow of the river, it constantly moves. Similarly, stream of consciousness is the constant flow of thought of the characters into, in theory, a monologue that cannot be stopped in past, present and future. Who coined this term? William James, in his Principle of Psychology in 1890, used this term. Quote, "Consciousness is nothing joined, it flows. A river or a stream are the metaphors by which it is most naturally described. In talking of it hereafter, let us call it the stream of thought, of consciousness, or of subjective life." Characteristics of stream of consciousness. 1. Continuously flow of unconscious thoughts of the character. 2. Every minute details are described in the novel. 3. It is a process of thought, feeling, memories, reactions. 4. Not follow the conventional rule of syntax and punctuation. 5. Totally connected to the problem of life of the character. 6. Narrated as a first point of view. 7. It is also called in theory a monologue. It means solo performance in the mind complexity. 8. Flashback and foreshadowing are the most important of it. 9. It is also related to psychological problem. Famous novelists of this type of technique: James Joyce from Ireland, Virginia Woolf from England, William Faulkner from America, Hermann Hesse from Germany, Fyodor Dostoevsky from Russia, Albert Camus from France, F. Scott Fitzgerald from America, J.D. Salinger from America, Leo Tolstoy from Russia, Dorothy Richardson from England, Jack Kerouac from America, Marcel Proust from France, Toni Morrison from America, Samuel Beckett from Ireland. Famous novels of this technique: Ulysses, James Joyce, To the Lighthouse, Virginia Woolf, Pointed Roofs, Dorothy Richardson, The Sound and the Fury, William Faulkner, Remembrance of Things Past, Marcel Proust, Notes from Underground, Fyodor Dostoevsky, Molloy, Samuel Beckett, Beloved, Toni Morrison. Overview of some novels of this literary technique: Ulysses and a Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Irish writer James Joyce is the famous writer of this technique. He not only wrote Ulysses but also Finnegan's Wake is another work of stream of consciousness. In the novel Ulysses is the complex one-day detailed study of this technique of Leopard Bloom's in theory a monologue. A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man is another great example of stream of consciousness. Here, the hero Stephen Dedalus' stream of consciousness takes the highest peak by the touch of epiphany. Quote, "I am blinded. I open my eyes wide and only see. But the secret, that I neither see nor feel. Could I be making here a true orgy of what's behind thought, Ulysses?" To the Lighthouse and Mrs. Dalloway, feminist writer Virginia Woolf masterfully blend the relationship between Lily Briscoe and Mrs. Ramsay's stream of consciousness to show the entire world as a best mother and a best painter in To the Lighthouse. In Mrs. Dalloway, the psychological problem of Mrs. Dalloway, perfectly captured by the touch of this method, also describes thoughts, experiences, and memories of several characters on a single day in London. Quote, "What is the meaning of life?" That was all a simple question, one that tended to close in on one with years. The great revelation had never come. The great revelation perhaps never did come. Instead, there were little daily miracles, illuminations, matches struck unexpectedly in the dark. Here was one: To the Lighthouse. The Sound and the Fury. American writer William Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury is another example of stream of consciousness. In this novel, present different types of behavior, situations of Caddy, Jason, Quentin and Benji through the critical thinking used of this technique. Quote, "Clocks slay time. Time is dead as long as it is being clicked off by little wheels. Only when the clock stops does time come to life." The Sound and the Fury. Why is the stream of consciousness important? To reduce the mind stress, to understand characters' interior feelings, to solve the unsolved problems, to keep myself motivated, to inspire. Pick up a pen, get a notebook and begin writing. Thanks for watching. If the video is helpful, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon button with all option for more helpful videos. Also never forget share and like. Have a good day.